Okay, hello, hello, hello. I started a video explaining the cards that I was already I had already pre-shuffled, and I did not intend to do a video. Okay, I was already at 16 minutes in, and I had some my nose kept messing up, kept itching, so I tried to push record, and it stopped the video. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that and finish and just start here fresh, because my nose was really a problem in the last video. It just kept messing with me. Okay. Whew. Okay. All right. So I was taught in my last video. I was talking about getting my chocolates last night on the 17th. I wanted to wait till it was cheaper. Okay, so I got this chocolate last night, and I only have a little bit left because it's so good. Okay, but I waited 3 days after Valentine's Day to get it, and I promise you, it tastes as good as if you was in a relationship. Okay, so I'm single, but if I was in a relationship, I'm pretty sure it would taste the same. Just, food for thought. Okay. Yeah, it tastes good. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it tastes the same to a married woman, since I'm single. Okay. Just thought I'd say that. Okay, so enjoy your life. Okay, self-love. Love yourself. Okay, this video, let me finish here. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. So, so I was explaining in the video why the cards are already pre-picked. Okay? They're not really started. It's just all the kings from 7 decks. I did a reading yesterday morning. I did 4 live readings yesterday morning on the 17th around 4 a.m. And one of the readings came up with the King of Swords upside down. And I was like, okay, let's do this. After last night, I came home after shopping and getting the chocolates. I came home, put everything away, sat down. My daughter was doing her homework, but then something in her homework got my attention, and it reminded me of the King of Swords. And her assignment was talking about um, emperors, kings, and their many treasures and things that they hid and booby trapped so people wouldn't get them when they left this realm, right? I kind of thought that was kind of selfish, because the living should be able to enjoy anything that's left behind by kings, because they can't use it wherever they're going, okay? But these kings, if we're reminded, these kings, put these things away as if they were going to come back and get them. They hid them as treasures, but people found them and people were getting in trouble. Oh my gosh, here we go again. I knew the other nostril was going to give me a problem. I knew it. I said, okay, if I take care of this one's going to give me a problem. Now this one's giving me a problem. Anyway, let me get to this reading because it just doesn't want me to get to it for some reason. So, okay, so I thought about the King of Swords being upside down. I'm like, Then I was like, it's saying that there's a King of Swords that's going to be removed from a position of power. it's not by it's not in a good way either, because this person, this king, this person in position of power has been doing the most. Okay. And the thing is that I decided that I'm going to put all these kings from the 7 decks, because I couldn't remember which reading that King of Swords was and which king exactly was upside down. But I know it was one of these decks. I could have went back to the video, but I'm like, you know what? Let's spice it up a little and just find out what's going on with all the kings then. You know, I'm thinking, that's fine. So I decided to bring out all the kings from the 5 decks that I used to clarify in all 4 of those readings that yesterday morning. So today's the 18th of February. Okay. Okay. So I have all the kings out from 7 different decks. Okay. So we have the first king that was picked was the King of Swords. The way I asked, I had all 7 kings sitting out, and my daughter was doing her homework, and I was like, look at these 7 kings, because I wanted to also incorporate my kings and tell her, hey, these are like presidents, emperors, and kings. She's like, oh, okay. So she's in 5th grade, so she's still learning. She's homeschooled and I teach her. So, but she's learning, and I'm watching what she's learning, and I'm talking to her about it. So I'm showing her what they look like. And I was like, you know what? I lined up these kings, and I'm like, which one do you find I should start looking up first? And she's looking and looking, and she picks this King of Swords. And this King of Swords makes decisions currently, today, in our world today. King of Swords, hawk eyes, watches everything you do. Look at the wings. This is a human with wings, right? It means that they have aerial access as well. They have planes and helicopters and birds and whatever to access you. Okay. Or Wi-Fi. This is through the air. This person can access, remote view you as well. This King of Swords makes decisions that include the air, the ground, and the air and the sea, right? But it's just letting you know that this person can even watch from above with the hawk right here, right? This person watches everything you do. Hawk eyes and all. It sends their minions to watch everything you do. If you're doing this, they tell them to interact with you, to disturb it. And the reason I say that is because what clarified the King of Swords, the first card out was vision upside down. Why would a king want your vision not to come true? 7 of Pentacles. It says you working hard, but he's not going to let your vision come true, he or she. They don't want your vision. What type of vision? The next card out was love. Vision upside down and love upright. Vision of love. They don't want your vision of love to be all that you want it to be. You remember the song by a certain artist, okay? So it's a female artist, so you know which song. This is what came up naturally for this King of Swords making the decision. Doesn't want you to have a love of your life that is a vision of love. They would do anything and watch you. They would do anything to destroy it. They watch you 24/7. Have people watching you, around you, in the air, remote viewing, whatever they have to do, near you, walking with you, shopping with you. Okay? Near you, wherever. But these people are watching you like a hawkeye to make sure your vision of love does not come to pass, does not come at all, does not happen. This is the person that's making the decision. And what's so crazy is that this king has a actual king of swords right next to it, and it's a bird. This is an actual bird. This is an actual messenger. This king is somebody that actually speaks the truth. Look how they have their back turned to the human, the person that is making decisions to tear down your love life and your opportunities, your dreams, your vision. your hard work, to not pay you for your hard work, okay, so that your vision doesn't come to pass, doesn't come true. There's another king that doesn't like this king right here that's making decisions. It could be two different groups, two different beliefs. And in my other reading, before my nose starts messing up again, which it is, in the other video, the one I was just explaining before, that I have to pretty much get rid of that video because this is the new video I'm starting talking about these. So this might be 7 presidents, it might be 7 kings, or it might be 7 emperors. Whatever it is here, there's this current energy. And okay. You know how many times I've cleaned my nose? I've had to pause the video and clean this same nose that I'm rubbing. For some reason, this nose is stopping me from completing, like, really getting into this reading. I've paused it, cleaned my nose twice, even with water. I mean, I've done it and it's still doing the same thing. Okay. This is crazy. King of Swords. Turn their back on this one. They don't like this one. This king right here. But look, this king is holding their sword. They're wielding the decision. The reason they're holding the sword, because they're micromanaging this thing. They have a blueprint for how you should be handled. If you make this step, they have a minion to counteract that step. Okay? Every step, every move you make, they have some type of minion in their cult or group to counteract your steps so that this vision of love does not come true. They are on it. Okay? These are some despicable decision makers. But there's bad news coming in for them. Everyone from the top up that is in position of power is about to have more than a tower moment in the future. In the near future. Okay, it's more than a tower moment. That's all I'm going to say. But we'll see that in the reading. If it comes up, it might want to tell you that. But there's a king right here that doesn't wield their sword. They have it standing on the stand. They don't always have it in trying to be in command and micromanage people. They let you live your life, and when they need to interfere, it's almost like a judge that's fair, that's just like, hey, I'm here to make a decision. You give me the right evidence and I'll make a decision. You're not giving me the right evidence, case closed, dismissed. So it's kind of like that type of energy where this person only is about the truth. Here, this person is about tearing people down. So this person was elected or picked. Or when I say elected, meaning that it doesn't have to be actually just a president. This could be a CEO. This could be a manager at your company. This could be a higher up in the military. Whatever this is somebody in a high position of power, wielding their power, micromanaging to make sure your vision of love does not come true. Even if to separate you from family, friends, lovers, they were doing everything to stop it. Okay, there's another person, there's another king, another energy. I'm not sure. It says, because this is a bird, I'm not even sure if this is divine energy, because this is a person. But look, this is someone pretending to be an angel, but we know humans don't walk around with wings, right? So this is somebody that has been elected or put in position of power. They didn't get there by taking someone's life. This is not that type. This is not that person. I'm getting it's not that. They were put in position of power. Okay, elected, put there. Even if they had to swindle or scandal their way in, they got in, but they didn't take another life to get in there. Okay, that's not that's not this energy right here. But this energy is capable of doing this while they're in position of power. Okay, but to get the position, they were elected or put in position. That's this King of Swords right here. And they are doing ruthless things. The reason the card is upright is because they were elected. Okay, but if they had taken someone out, the card would be upside down. Okay, and if it comes out upside down, it could mean that they have done some shady things. So I'm going to clarify it still. Okay, I'm going to still clarify it. Um, but I may cross clarify with different decks, but that's if it calls for it. Okay, because some of these kings or some of these people might have the same um, friends, may associate with each other somehow. But when I'm led to pick from another deck to clarify another group, then I'll do it. Yeah, but this person here, you see that this is an actual messenger. Okay, this person makes decision and they act like their messages, the things they say, are final. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow, I just can't with this nose. Okay, I am back, and I just had to go and wet my nose just a little bit, just because it's itching so badly. I can't seem to get anywhere in the videos that I start because my nose just keeps being a problem in every video. Okay, well, I washed my hands, so mm. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, so this is somebody that's a truth teller. They're in a position of power, but this person does have a sword. They can wield it. They can wield it, but they do use it. But it's when they see actual evidence of things that they need to um, address, because this is also a decision maker. This is also a decision maker. Okay, the King of Swords. They make decisions. The word decision is here. But this is the only one that has the word decision on the bottom. And this is the only one where it's saying this is the one that is trying to stop your vision of love. But they don't have a friend in this person. But they may be colleagues, or they may just be acquaintances, or they may just be both in positions of power. But they are not friends. Okay? They don't see eye to eye on a lot of things. Especially on the way this person is running things. Okay, so Ace of Cups. What else is going on with this king? We're finally getting somewhere. Like I said, I had to do this video several times. Okay, Ace of Cups. All right, so we have the Five of Pentacles and Two of Pentacles. What the heck? They want you juggling jobs or ideas. Creative ideas. They want you juggling between jobs or between, you and your partner. Like, say you have a partner, you both work. They want you in relationships where the person, let's say you started dating someone and they told you that they're going to help you pay the bills. Okay, so this is a Five of Pentacles, isolation. They want you isolated and they want you juggling. So if they have somebody come your way, if it's a partner, a new lover, a family member, or a friend, this is somebody that promises you that they're going to help you pay the bill. Like, say you let someone move in, they said they're going to help you pay something. And then when it's time for them to pay it, they finally get their money. They've been working for 2 or 3 weeks. Then they finally get their money. They leave. Here you are trying to juggle, trying to figure out which one you're going to pay. That one or this one, because this person left. They want you to have relationships where these people come in, promise that they're going to help, and then they may give you 20 here, but they owe you 100. They may give you 10 here, and they borrowed a whole lot. So they want you to have people coming in and out. You're juggling, okay, so that you won't be stable. They don't want you stable. This person, I told you, they're sending their minions in to make sure your life is unstable. They want your vision of love to be so done. So they also want you isolated. This person is making decisions. It's clarifying that this is that person making decisions, and it's not, this person is making the decision that your vision of love is destroyed. And if you're listening to that song Vision of Love, they're like, okay, so this person is getting a little happy, focus um on making sure they're juggling like their bills. Make sure they have to decide if they're going to pay their electric or their mortgage or their water or their it's like this, or they might have your vehicle messed up, so you have to decide if you're going to pay for that. They want you juggling, and they want you isolated. No wonder my nose was messing up, because this is truth. And I told you, there's a King of Swords that is not okay with this. And this could also be someone that is not in the physical world, because we have a bird that is turning their back, and then we have a human actually in position of power. And this could also be somebody in religion making this decision about their members. Or it could be that these people are using the name of religion, and that's all they care about, is just to use the name and then just throw their power around and use in the name of religion. That's what they're doing. So what else is this King of Swords having their minions do? What decisions are they making happen out here? Wow. Well, there's bad news coming for that king. I said that earlier, but I don't know which one of these kings is. One of these kings are going to orchestrate this bad news that's going to happen to this. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if that bird right there is actually, because that's, oh, something funny happened earlier. Okay. Ooh. The crazy part is that this person wants you to have a lot of people betray you. They put you in isolation, and then they want you to be in your head about everybody that has left you behind. And this is orchestrated on purpose. These people actually have left you behind. They have betrayed you. It's not a lie. They orchestrated a lot of things, and then they have you. If you're juggling, okay, they're having you probably ask for help, beg for help. And they're having these people, fall back and not want to help you. They're getting tired of you. And so now you feel betrayed. Okay. This is all orchestrated. And it's a decision being made by a King of Swords. This is somebody in a position of power right now. If this is happening to you in this sequence of events, this is happening right now. So we're going to call this King, I was going to say something else, but I have a lot of names. Never mind. There's so many. I had 3 names so far, but I'm rolling that back. I'm just like, no. There's some names I could actually call this king, but let me see. Who, king? I want to be very mature about what I say it is, okay? King, we'll come up with a name. Let's see how this king feels about this king right here. All right. Oh, is there? So we have the hangman, but it was sideways. But I picked it up off the floor. So we have the hangman, and it's kind of like this person sees that it can be. They're seeing a new. I think they're seeing that this could be handled differently. Okay. All right. So they're seeing something else. Okay. What is going on? Oof. The devil card. They see this person as the devil. I said, how do they see this king? They see that king as the devil. Ooh, they might know something we don't know. Oh, like I said, I don't even know if this is like the divine energy because it's an actual bird. And this is not somebody that's actually like controlling, demanding. Because the divine is not controlling like that. But the devil is. So this King of Swords sees this King of Swords as the devil right here. It's like, I'm starting to see a new perspective about this person's behavior. I think they're the devil. I think they're the devil. And I think somebody, I'm not saying that that's actually a divine being. That could just be another resemblance. That could just be another human that is, taking on the form of a divine being, okay? Just doing the right thing, speaking the right thing, speaking the truth, okay? Then we had another card. Ace of Swords, speaking the truth. I just said that. What? I just said that. That could just be somebody that speaks the truth. It could just be another human, but this is somebody that tells the truth. They don't have to wield the sword. See how they don't even have to hold it? The truth will set you free. The truth, look, his hands are free from holding a sword. It's not a dictator. This person doesn't have to keep having to, like knock you down or keep having to tell you. They know that if you know the truth, it will set you free and you'll walk accordingly to the truth. You'll walk accordingly to the truth. Somebody is watching you as well. Somebody that watches you tell the truth is also seeing a new perspective about you too. And they see that this person, they're turning their back on this King of Swords. Ooh, it might be a partner or somebody is turning their back on this King of Swords. And this person is a King of Swords that feels like it doesn't take all that. They see this person, they think this person is ruthless, and they say, this is the devil themselves. This person sees this king as the devil themselves. Can't make that up. They're seeing a new perspective. They may have been colleagues or friends. They may have, been on the same team. They may have, this person may have voted this person in. And now they're seeing a new perspective. They're like, no, I may have voted for the devil himself. So they may have been colleagues. They may have been on the same side before. But they're turning their back. The fact that the card is showing that this card had to be right there next to the King of Swords, and then it shows it turning their back. This person is seeing a new perspective on the fact that this person holds their sword too much. And they're like, I don't need to do all that to get my point across. I don't need to do all that to have people, do what they need to do. So this is somebody that tells the truth. But this King of Swords, the thing is that you could be, you yourself, if you're a truth teller, you could be the person that this King of Swords back is turned towards against. You could be somebody that they are against. And they may be doing this to another King of Swords, okay, behind their back. In some of your cases, you may just be a king. You may be in a position of power and you're just a truth teller. They don't like it. So you're rivals. You may have been teammates, somehow worked together or somehow, I don't know. But I'm getting the energy of that you may have voted this person in or been some type of friends or whatever. But the fact that the King of Swords came out as seeing a new perspective is you had something. There was something that was connecting this person and this king and this king. Okay, but the truth, they see this. They see this King of Swords as a devil themselves. Wow. Wow. That's wild. Mm. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. Oh, here we go. With this, the thing is that they see them as the devil themselves. This person is seeing a new perspective. They're also seeing that this person is stopping your progress, your promotion. Okay. Your creation. You have a creative idea that needs to move forward with the Knight of Pentacles. Well, that's the first time I've seen that definition in the Knight of Pentacles. Your creation waiting to come towards you. I used to think it's your money coming towards you. It's your money because your creation brings money, but it's actually with the pentacle in the bird's mouth. Now that it's a bird, now that it's a bird, okay, instead of a person, I can see a different message in it. It's saying your creativity, a message. It's a bird holding it. It says there's a message saying that your creativity is coming. It's waiting. It's sitting there on the horse. This is the year of the horse, right? Sitting there on the horse. Your creativity is waiting. They brought it to you. The messenger has brought it. It's just somebody knows about it. This someone has stopped them. These are kings. So this, oh, oh no. Oh wow. If popcorn was a movie, I need to make a movie. Mm, mm, mm. This is good. I knew this was gonna be good. Um, mm, mm. I knew this was gonna be good. Okay. Let's get back to it. All right. So your mind, your creativity is waiting to come to you. Look. Public recognition is waiting for you to be publicly recognized for this creative thing. It's waiting on you. Because you're gonna get public recognition for this thing. That's why this king is stopping your vision. As long as you have love, this vision can come in. So they're stopping you from being. If they see you smiling or happy, they want you to stub a toe. They want somebody to come near you with their phone, acting like they, they're recording you. Just ignore all that stuff because this is old. It's getting old. All that stuff. They mess with your things. They mess with your computer. They mess with your TV. They play with your they do a lot of crazy stuff to distract you. Okay, but let's get back to this. Okay, this is the Knight of Pentacles coming towards you, but